I'm Bryony. This video is about staying centered through this strange time that we see ourselves in, find ourselves in. One of the themes that keeps coming up with people I speak to, people in my life, clients that I work with my coaching, is that this is a bit of a roller coaster. Whether people have found themselves more busy in work and possibly doing that at home with kids around, or find themselves with more space and time that they haven't had previously. That one moment we may feel we're okay, this is really weird, it's surreal. Another moment, suddenly it feels quite emotional. We see the stark reality of the situation. Then we might be reeling from someone else's emotions within our house or within the team that we're leading. So I thought I'd make a video and share with you some things that I use to come back to myself when I'm feeling on a wobble with things and going different ways, and some questions that have been coming to me around working with this stuff. Because we need to find a way to stay centered through the twists and turns that life is in general, not just these more challenging times, but all of it, because none of it's a smooth journey. And if we hold on with tension, then we end up with whiplash. At the moment, the wind's going on outside and I can see the trees bending with it. And there's a lot of resilience with being able to bend with something. Is the difference on the roller coaster between holding on for dear life and being all tense, and then we get scared and we get uptight, we get stressed with the situation, and being able to find some calm amongst the storm, that we're able to stay anchored and stay centered and roll with it and let the craziness go on around us, but hold our own space in a way that we want to. So I'm going to ask you to have a piece of pen and a paper near you, because I'm going to take you through some questions that I'm hoping will be useful to you at this time. And to settle down wherever you're sitting and just take a moment. This is your space and time that you're allowing for yourself. So make the most of this gift. Make the most of this space and time for you so that you can continue on through this ride. Just notice how you're doing today. Notice where your bum is. Notice how your breathing is. Notice how much that thinking brain is giving you permission to ignore the other thoughts going round. So however you're doing in this moment, I'm going to ask you to take yourself within you, just come back to you. You may want to write down answers to these questions. You may not. You might just want to be with them. So what do you know about the resources you have within you that will help you through this? You are a dynamic human being with an abundance of resources. So what do you know you've got there? What else? And when in your life have you been centered and unshakable? There might be a moment that comes to mind, there might be a phase of life, there might be many. But who were you being then? What was it about you in those times that enabled you to be centered and unshakable? And how can you bring more of that now? It might be connecting to a feeling you have in your chest or your shoulders or somewhere else in your body. It might be imagining a warp shield around you, this protective sphere that will enable things to bounce off you. It might be that you need to put down the stick that you keep beating yourself up with. We all have our own versions of that. And we all need to acknowledge that we're doing good enough. We need to remember that we can only do our best. And that's good enough. I'm going to ask you, if you've got a pen in your hand, to put it down and just take a moment. Close your eyes, if it helps. And imagine yourself in the center of a seesaw. If it helps, stand up and do this. And on one end of the seesaw is really slowing down to a point that it's not useful. And that might be from disempowerment, it might be for any number of reasons. And the other end is burnout from doing too much. And in the middle is this space of keeping on going in a healthy and rhythmic way. And it's like physically being on a seesaw. There's always the use of our muscles. The more we do it, the easier it becomes. But it is a constant balance, and sometimes we will slip one way more than the other. And we need to find our own ways of staying centered in that place that is healthy, productive and spacious, rhythmic and sustainable. What are the things that you need in place to support you being there? And what do you need to give yourself permission for so that you can stand there? I hope that this has been helpful. Do get in touch if you want to through We Are Wellness website, or emailing me at coaching@bryonyroundtree.com, or going to my website, bryonyroundtree.com. I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to hear if this has been useful to you. Go well, stay safe, and I hope you stay healthy. Thank you.